Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you already haven't, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure you click that bell so you won't miss out on any beauty tips. Okay, so what you see me doing here is slicking my edges back. I sprayed the Got To Be Glue freeze spray on my edges, and I'm just smoothing them back with my hand, and I'm taking my blow dryer to set them in place. Okay, so now I'm applying my cap to my head. Make sure you guys choose a cap that matches your skin color or that's closer to your skin color. If not, you can always buy a nude or a beige cap and apply makeup to it. So what you see me doing here is spraying my freeze spray all over my cap. I started off on the edges and then I moved to the back of the cap to make sure that my cap stays in place once I put my wig on. Okay, make sure once you blow dry your cap that it is completely dry. After that, I took my Ghost Bond adhesive and I added it to the perimeter of my head. I did make a mistake in this step. You guys will see I was rushing. I was on my way to an event and I did not do this step correctly. Just watch and see. Okay, so the mistake that I made was not letting my glue dry completely. As you can see right here, there is a white residue line right there at the beginning of my hairline. It will cost me in the end, but I found a way to turn it around. Okay, so I didn't do the pullover cutout ear method. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. Instead, I just put the cap on and I pulled the cap down. I sprayed my Got To Be Glue spray just to hold it in place. Anything that's lifted, I just simply pulled it down and I sprayed my Got To Be Glue holding spray. And I made sure I blow dried it until it was completely dry so it can stay in the area that I need it to be in. Okay, so remember the mistake I made earlier with the Ghost Bond glue by not letting it dry completely? As you can see, that residue at the top of my hair, that's from not letting the glue dry completely. But like I said, I did find a way to turn it around, and my wig still came out fire. Okay, so now it's time to fix that residue on the cap. Simply take one of your favorite makeups that matches your skin. I specifically use a beauty supply brand because I will not waste my expensive makeup on my cap. So you just take the makeup and your brush or the foundation and you apply it in that area where the residue is, and you also apply it all over the cap. I mean, some people may not have made that mistake. If you didn't, that's good. If so, either way, you still have to apply the foundation all over the cap. Okay, so this step is very important. This will depend on if your lace lasts long or if it will lift or not. It's important to take 90% to 70% rubbing alcohol and clean that area. Make sure you get all the makeup, all the dirt, all the glue, or any residue that's left on the skin where you will be applying your lace. Okay, so I'm taking my Ghost Bond adhesive and I'm applying it at the beginning of my cap. Now this part is it's about time to lay the lace on the cap. I specifically added 3 layers to the cap, but I only recorded 1. So once the glue is applied, you simply take a tool, not your fingers, specifically something metal or a comb or something to smooth in the glue to make sure that each time you apply the glue is nice and flat, so you won't have any lumps or you won't have a hard time drying it. Also, make sure that the glue dries clear. It must dry clear, else your lace will not stick properly. Okay, to make sure that everything is blended well and looking natural, make sure that you apply the makeup to the lace wig itself. This will make your lace look more natural and blend with your skin. Okay, so here comes the scary part. So now we are about to place the wig onto the glue. So what I like to do, I like to take my time. I start from the middle and then I work my way on the sides. If it's easier for you to cut the lace and do it in sections that way, feel free to do so. I feel like you really don't need to. Just take your time and put it on in sections. And then as you do that, just make sure that you lay the lace into the glue, press it into the glue with a utensil, something like a comb or scissors, anything other than your fingers, because your fingers a lot of time contains oil. Also, make sure as you're lining the lace onto the glue, pull as tight as possible. It is so easy to mess this step up. Just pull and press your utensil into the glue. Okay, it'll be so much easier if you sit under the dryer. Less work that you have to do, and your arms will not be hurting like mine are in this clip. So, yeah, just make sure that the lace is completely dry before you take the scarf off or you get the cutting. already dyed this wig before install. I also plucked it and I bleached my knots to make it look more natural. What I like to do is I like to put out as little baby hair as possible. The thinner the better. It makes it appear to be more natural. What I do is I take out a little sections in each area of my head, and then I cut the baby hair short as possible to make it have that natural effect. Okay, so sometimes I use the styling foam. Sometimes I use the mousse. This time I'm using the Got to Be glue gel. Like I said, I'm in a rush, and honestly, I find this a little more easier because it just puts you in the mindset of that old school pro style gel that we used to use back in the day. It's easier to lay the edges down, and it's also easier to slick them into the style that you want. Okay, so once you slick your baby hairs down to the way that you like it, you simply tie a satin scarf or some type of wrap to the baby hairs so you can lie them down and start the drying process. Don't be like me and be a goofy and sit there to continue to hold that blow dryer in your hand, especially if you have a sit under dryer. If you do not, then it's okay. Just sit there, girl. Beauty is pain. Your arms might be hurting, but you got this, sis. Step is take a shower, honey. Make sure you get those curls nice and wet, I mean drenched. And after that, all you have to do is lock it in. Now in this scene, I took my Cantu avocado curling cream and I applied it all over my head, every inch of the curl, to make sure that I lock in that curl pattern. Okay, so next I take my Eco Activating Conditioning Curling Gel and I do the exact same thing. I make sure I apply it all over the wig so I can lock those curls in. These two steps will also make sure that it will also help you keep that wet and wavy look for the entire day. Okay guys, so this hairstyle is now finished. I'm on my way to my all white event. I did style it. I pinned it a little bit, did a little cute style just to go with my outfit. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and also turn that bell notification on so you won't miss out on any more beauty tips.